Welcome back to the Good Talk. We just came off of the last game in the first round. First round's done. It's a single elimination, so many armies have been cut and some have risen to the next round. I was playing Eldari. Jesse, the Grey Knights, we just had an amazing game, super close. It's like a 4-point game. It was neck and neck until the very end, the very last play where you had the win just in arm's reach.
Yeah, I think if anyone should take anything away from that, I know there's a lot of doomsaying about Eldari, but played him close, played him super close, and had the win condition even on turn 5.
Yeah.
It existed.
Nice.
You were always going to get that hold more, but it would have been maybe like a 2-point game with some of that.
Right.
So, and the 8 points on...
Dude, yeah, the 8
if I would have
points.
gotten that objective, that's 8 points that I don't think you overcome with your hold more.
Right, with my hold more. And I definitely wasn't killing more because you killed 2-3 that turn easily.
Yep.
You were killing more that turn. So, my goodness.
I mean,
it was very,
Heck of a game.
2 heavy hitters. Eldari being humbled a bit, to be honest. Like, D-cannons didn't solve everything. Look, there was some good play there. You played amazingly.
Thank you.
Yeah, what else?
I think you kept your aces in your pocket for as long as you could.
Yes.
At some point, you needed to spend them. Yeah, it was just a cool game, and you just gotta respect those D cannons because maybe a less elite army, something like a GSC or even like Sisters with just the sheer number of units they can put on the table, you probably don't get as much value out of those D cannons.
Right, you can kind of overload and have those throwaway units.
Yeah.
Grey Knights, not so much. You're trading that mobility for a little bit of like eliteness, right?
Yeah, can't overwhelm for sure. Losing every unit hurts so bad, but you can just play so many places. That teleport strike ability is just so fun.
I constantly have to keep you honest and like trying to screen you out at every moment. If I leave him one gap, even a 3-inch gap, you're deep striking there. You're taking out those targets with all those bolters, all those cannons. You have so much vortexes of doom.
Yes,
librarians are so good.
Yeah, you gotta think it's an army with around 9 or 10 units, right? So. You're resetting the board state every time your opponent's turn ends, right?
Yeah.
You can't teleport out of engagement range, but if something's hanging out, then it can disappear and go wherever you need it. So you can just measure every turn. Is my movement going to put me close to the 9 inches? Okay, it's not.
Or
might
as well pick them up.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness. Well, amazing game, Jesse. A gracious opponent, amazing player. Look, we have some super chats from last game and maybe some even before that. Let's dive into it. Boom.
Wait. Ooh, sorry. Send. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're gonna take care of the chats from our game.
Yeah.
And so this was from Specs. Came in early on. Thank you, Specs. John, list I'm building for my next army, Autark, 10 Void Scarred, 10 D-Reapers, DJ, Eldrad, Bike Seer, 10 Guardians, Illic, Ra, Uriel, 5 Rangers, Spirit Seer with Stones and Karn, 2 Wave Serpents, and 10 Wraithguard.
Wraithguard, that's right.
2,000 points. Thoughts?
Nice. There's a lot of good stuff in this list. Good to hear from you, Specs, first of all. I'm glad you're getting into Eldari. Can't wait to see you at Nova. This is cool. You have a lot of good staples here. I wish I had Void Scars.
Oh, yeah.
These are the amazing Corsairs.
Very rare unit.
There's a lot you can get, a lot of utility out of this unit. It has so many weapons, so many great places to use Fate Dice.
Yep.
Amazing unit. Dark Reapers, I said I like them. They do great against Marines, 2 damage. A Death Jester. You're like dipping into Death Jester. What I like, it's a lone operative, kill stuff. I like it. Eldrad, a must. Bike Seer for guide. I like it. Guardians, a staple. You need it. Illic with Rangers, a staple. He has a lot of characters.
Yeah, that's my only criticism actually, because
Right.
it looks super fun.
Yes.
My one and only criticism is you give up a ton of points, and the Eldar characters go down easy, as we've seen.
That's 7 characters. If someone were to do static secondaries against you and took Assassinate, that would be, are they 3 or 4 points a character? Is that 21 points?
Four and then 5 for the Warlord, I believe.
Maybe.
Or is it just 5
I don't think there's a
on the turn that you
Warlord
draw it?
condition.
But anyway,
Yeah.
It's a lot of points.
It's a lot of
4
points.
every one of these,
Yeah.
and I think I don't see any Guardians, do I?
There's one squad of Guardians.
So you've only got one embedded character, and Illic with the 5 Rangers, granted, can't be messed with outside of 12.
Yeah.
But as we've seen in each of our games, once you get in 12, they're gone.
There's ways, especially with Grey Knights. They're almost a foregone conclusion. You're going to get both their shots if you make me choose.
Yeah. The Death Jester is one I'm questioning only slightly because their weapon went quite far down in power, right?
Yeah, as well as all the characters, right? They're not what they used to be. But
does it force a battle shock or anything if it kills a unit?
I feel like it does. I don't know
I'm trying
the
to
rule.
remember its special rule.
Right.
But yeah, that might be where
I think it does. I think you're right.
maybe.
So that's it is cool. Is it 4 victory points to your opponent? Cool. I don't know.
Right.
The 2 wave surferance is really nice because you got a lot of fragile stuff and you have those Dark Reapers that you definitely want in this transport. So I like it a lot. You got the Wraith Guard block, just like I did with the Spirit Seer and the Incarn. Amazing.
The thing is bonkers.
Yeah.
That unit is bonkers.
It is bonkers, right? And gosh, not everyone will have Drago, mind you.
I would also toss out,
either way.
don't leave home without the Incarn. Such a cool
It's
piece.
so cool.
When you learn to play that thing well, it's just so much fun.
It's bonkers, yeah. But hey, what even? Oh yeah, don't get Vortex. The Mortal Wounds kills these big things though.
Yes,
because there's no Mortal
in
Wound
particular.
defense,
You're
right?
super resilient, but you don't have any defense against those mortals.
Yeah. Got to be careful. Can't fate dice those mortals. Great list specs. Again, a lot of characters, but amazing list.
Thank you. This next one is from Nero. Thank you, Nero.
Hey.
Okay, hear me out. Blood Angels with Sanguinor, Astorath, 10 DC with jetpacks, 3 Land Raiders filled with 5 Terminators Assault Squad.
I love it. What's up, Will? This is my uncle, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is legit my uncle.
Oh, that's cool.
Thanks for watching, Will. He's getting into 10th edition. He's a Blood Angels player. We got to get some reps in, Will. Come on. Look, this is a good Blood Angel list. He saw my last Blood Angel game, and I gave him some tips. And I was like, Death Company is the way. And I think he took my advice. He had the 10 Death Company with Astorath. This is going to give devastating wounds to that big block.
Yep.
If you want, if you're missing the old days of Blood Angels killing everything in combat, everything they charge, this unit will still do that. Amazing.
And you can oath.
And you can oath.
Right? So it's devastating wounds with a reroll.
Yep.
You're picking a unit, and you're saying,
it's gone.
these Death Company own that unit.
Pick them up.
Yep. Very cool list.
Sanguinor is still really cool, can heroically intervene from Deep Strike, can definitely turn the tides with his fight first. Amazing. 3 Land Raiders? What? That's a little...
A little excessive. A little bit.
Excessively violent. It's amazing.
I actually do. I love it, though, because even if your opponent has the tools to deal with them, like Fire Prisms, you have the tools to deal with the Fire Prisms.
3 can't deal. You brought enough Fire Prisms and Las Cannons to deal with 1 Land Raider, not 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
How many turns did it take for me to kill your 3 turns?
I think you got it on the... No, you got it on the second turn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, you get those rerolls.
Yeah, that's true. But there's very few things that can deal with Land Raiders. Not everyone has Fire Prisms. A lot of guys are just wounding you on 4s. Las Cannons only go so far, and you, in return, have a lot of Las Cannons. So I like it. It's going to be hard to shift. I would categorize this as a gatekeeper list. You're going to be bullying your opponent.
Hyper elite too. If you fail on a side or take too many losses, you're going to be in a pickle very quickly.
That's true. That's true. It could actually, maybe you're missing 1 squad of infiltrators. I know you have them. Maybe a squad of infiltrators just to I don't know, screen out of your backfield or something.
Yeah, that would go very far.
Yeah, but it's actually I like the list.
It is really cool.
Cool. Thank you, Will.
Yeah, thank you. This is from Fate Stay Dreamer. Thank you, Fate Stay. Hey, John, super chatted a Yannari list earlier. Was wondering your thoughts, and then they reposted it in the Yannari channel. You can find it.
Oh no.
I have not looked.
Okay.
But
I'm sure it's amazing. Do we have a super chat that maybe?
Yeah.
Jesse?
This, huh?
Yeah.
This is from. We're gonna move on to the next super chat. And then we can get back to that.
Yeah,
Sweet.
Oop Boop Doop says, Hello. Give me your favorite band.
I more recently discovered a band called Tool, and I try not to espouse Tool too much because people become like fanatics and constantly try to convert people to be Tool fans. But I will say, at this point, they've become my favorite. They're very good. They are very good.
Yeah.
Nice.
I have been addicted to Polyphia, actually.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm kind of I'm not a huge music person. I went to a high school where I had a lot of friends in band and things, but I never got into it. So I partake in music. But when I get into like a band or a type of music, I go like hard. Like I'm a psycho. Like I'll listen to the same song like on repeat.
Fair.
So Polyphia is amazing for me. It's a non-vocal, just musical band. Very cool.
Nice.
Lindsay? It's a hard question. There's so many bands.
It's a very hard question because like I have my top 3 that they've been my top 3 for like years, and they're kind of like what I base everything off of.
Mr. Boop Doop is making you choose.
I know. Well, oop boop doop. I'm not gonna choose. I'm gonna give you 3. And so my top 3 that have been with me for over almost 20 years now. We have Radiohead.
Amazing.
The Gorillaz.
Oh, absolutely amazing.
And Deftones. And I feel
Nice.
like those 3 kind of encompass a majority of my music interest.
Yeah.
Nice.
Gorillaz probably make my top 5 at
yeah.
least. At least.
Oh yeah.
Some good songs coming out of there.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah?
We can
Okay,
go back
you got
to
it?
Fate Sage Dreamer. He has an Autarch Skyleaper. This is the one I took. A Farseer Skyrunner. This is gives him guide. A Warlock Skyrunner Conclave. This is scary because jet bikes with Destructor Flamers, quite strong. Yvrain, awesome. Gives a 5-up Feel No Pain to her squad. Amazing. The Vizark, Fight First. And I think you can take both of those in the same squad as well. You can like double
That
character.
sounds right.
Yeah. And then 12 troops, that's probably what they're going into. Lilith, amazing that you can take so many great Drukhari characters
bananas, yeah.
in Eldari now.
Yep.
Lilith, amazing, fight first, does a bunch of stuff. Which is the go with her. 3 squad of Scourges, I love this tech.
Yep.
Now that you can bring in Drukhari with Eldari, you get the reroll from those Dark Lances or whatever. It's 100 points. You'll take every time for 5 Scourges, 4 special weapons. They're cheap. Haywire, amazing. It's hard to actually choose the special weapons for those. 3x5 Dark Reapers, okay, probably for the indirect, the Tempest Launcher.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why they're min squads, you know. Stay with me. 2 squads of 10 Dire Avengers playing the game. Overwatching is amazing.
Yep.
And then
Overwatching
2
is
squads
amazing.
of 10 Howling Banshees. So Aspect Warrior heavy.
Aspect heavy, which I think
Yeah.
people are rating relatively lowly. That
In
list-
competitiveness, if it's for fun, you're killing it.
yes, but even competitively, this sounds like a list I would love playing.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of pieces. It's doing a lot of fun things. It's got the shooting. It's got the fighting. And, I mean, fight first. You're gonna be a little bit tankier against melee than you're thinking. One criticism: there's a lot of T3 bodies. It really is.
It's quite fragile with no transports, right?
Right.
You got to be very careful how you utilize these because you can easily make a mistake and now you're losing precious Eldari lives.
Yep.
I have same thoughts there. I honestly would take a lot from this list too. If I were to make a Yunari list, I would take a lot of this. The Yvrain is amazing. The Autarch, the Farseer, Lilith, the Troop. Oh my goodness, the Scourges, of course.
Yeah.
It's the mass T3 bodies that you run into some sketchiness, right?
I'm curious what would need to come out to get an Incarnate in, because that gives you a resilient, scary body, and it's got a lot of MSU that gets that engine running.
It's probably not too many. It's probably like 2 squads of, like maybe 15 Aspect Warriors. I don't know.
That's a
Maybe
good shot.
maybe 20.
I think that might change the identity of that list a little bit too much. Yeah.
But amazing list, Say. Thank you so much.
Thank you. This next one, we have another one from Oop Boop Doop. Thank you, Oop Boop Doop. Would you guys ever consider finding a way to take a short call, maybe at the end of streams, hearing people's voicemails or something would be cool?
I am not the logistics person for that, but that sounds amazing. We did something similar for our like competitive days, where if we were playing someone else's list, we would hear some thoughts and words from them. I think we had the SoCal winner last year or something do a little voice recording for us, and we might go back to that. It's a lot of behind the scenes stuff, and a lot of these live streams we just poop them out. So it's hard to do this for all the streams, but it's definitely a great idea. We should bring this to Adrian and Lindsay.
And you finally get someone to be able to say long time, first time.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. This next one is from Logan B. Thank you, Logan B. What are the thoughts on the random secondaries as compared to the consistent ones that you keep all game? I've seen a lot of swinging games, and we had a great example.
Great example. Amazing. I think it's all situational, right? You got to have the right list. You got to be playing against the right list. There's so many opportunities. The big thing is identifying these opportunities on when you take those secondaries and when you draw those tactics cards. What were your thoughts?
Yeah, so we did 2 games where you had random, and you figured out for game 3, static's probably the way to go.
This is so consistent.
Yeah, because you figured out the ones that you can score, for sure.
Right.
And it's not just against me. You can do that pretty consistently. I think it comes down to that list building. And the other thing is, as you look at it, it's really easy to mitigate the easy static secondaries when you're doing your list building. So if you're taking the ones that are like assassinate or bring it down, or even in some ways like engage, I think you can do engage as one of them. You've sort of failed in that phase of the game. But if you only give up 1,
now you're like testing your opponent. Are you gonna take the bait and try to assassinate my 7 characters? And not have a great second card.
I love the fun with the random objectives. It cannot be understated. And if you're playing this game for fun with friends, just do it. It's very, very cool.
Yes.
I'm curious if comp will pretty much, like most competitive or most tournaments, might go toward static. I'm trying to think with the list I just ran, what static objectives I can do.
You're so good at doing the normal, like the tactics cards, right?
Yeah.
The tactical cards.
It might take a little while to balance it as well, because the random ones typically only give like 1 extra if it's on the turn you drew it, versus the static ones, it is a pretty steady flow of points. So I think
you really have
to factor.
You have to weigh the pros and the cons, and I think that's probably a good sign in the game design, that there is actually a decision between these two. You see an opportunity for both of these.
Yeah, honestly, props to Games Workshop on that one.
Cool.
For sure.
Amazing. Thank you, Logan. Thanks for bringing that up. That's super cool.
I will say one thing on that, which is with the very swingy games. Yes, you can sometimes have secondaries that swing the points a lot on a turn, but as you can see from our game, when things look down and out, you can also get a swing turn where you get like 8 points for doing very little.
Right.
So like, I think a lot of people are getting to around like turn 2, turn 3 and feeling like, oh, this game's over, let's re-rack.
Right.
I'm finding a lot of things happening in that back half of the game.
If you're drawing bad cards at the beginning of the game, that means you're getting through them, and then there's a higher chance of drawing something you're more likely to succeed in. So I'm glad we're seeing that. It's only 16 cards in that deck, so you're not going to get every single one of those cards, but you're going to get pretty close, and the variety of cards you can get will get lower. Good question.
Thank you. This next one is from Patrick. Thank you, Patrick. Hi, Titans. I just started watching. Tokyo is crazy hot today. Go Eldari.
Nice. Yeah, it was. I don't know about you. Maybe I was just stressed. It got a little hot in the studio.
Yeah.
The AC turns off at 6 p.m. and I think we forgot to turn it back on.
That's why it got so hot.
I joked about it, and I kind of I was looking at both of you. I'm like, I think I'm just like stressed out. I don't think it's actually hot in here. I don't want to say anything.
It did not occur to me that the AC turned off.
At 6,
It just didn't. Whoops. That makes sense.
Great to hear from you, Patrick. Hopefully you have AC, or wherever you're going has AC. Tokyo is awesome. We're feeling, it's not too crazy here in the San Francisco Bay Area. We're kind of lucky. Usually it stays pretty cool, but we'll spike up some days.
Yep.
Yeah. Have a good one. Thank you.
Thank you. This next one is from Troy Eberl. Thank you, Troy. Hey, all. Just posted my first T-Suns list for 10th in the list building channel on Discord. Mind sharing thoughts?
Whoa! Okay. I could probably pull, hopefully you're, Hopefully you're...
Here, while you're looking at that,
Yeah.
I'm gonna read out this one from Christopher Sanford. Thank you, Christopher. Morning from the UK. Fell asleep watching Marines, woke up in time to see Eldari snatch a win. No question, just support. Your effort is amazing. You are all legends in front of and behind the camera. Thank you so much, Christopher.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jesse. Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Amazing.
No.
Also Titan.
You
Don't
two
forget
are
that.
amazing. It was just
Nope.
super fun.
Nope.
It's been a fun day, and it's the effort of everyone
Yes.
that walked in, and even people that
couldn't
were
do
not
without you.
here today, and all
That's
that.
true.
Yeah.
What's the name of the last super chat for T-Suns? There's quite a few lists in here now.
Troy.
my
Troy.
goodness. Troy, if you're still in chat, if you have a different in-game name, or sorry, in Discord name, let me know. Because I'm scrolling. Okay, we can take another one.
Okay.
If it has Ahriman, you're off to a good start. If it has a Mutalith Vortex Beast, you're even off to a better start. And then sprinkle in a Magnus. Just have some fun with it. But T-Suns are super cool. They're so cool.
They're definitely one of my, if not my favorite, new index. They're actually in contention with Grey Knights.
Absolutely same for me. I feel like you have to pick one of those two paths to go down.
Yeah.
But yes, super cool. I think it's kind of neat. I don't know if you guys have run a 10th T-Suns versus Grey Knights, because it was always kind of boring and bland in previous editions, because they always perfectly countered one another.
Right.
So all of their cool stuff was just like not
mitigated.
happening.
Yeah.
But in this one, you can't do that. So Vortex of Dooms are going off.
Oh my goodness.
Infernal Gateways are going off. Doom Bolts are going off. It's just happening.
Yeah.
It's going wild.
And Troy says Discord name is Divine Guide.
Oh man. Okay.
So I'll go back to this one.
Uh,
While you're looking for that, I could say Caldorf. Great to see, Jesse. One of my favorite matches was to watch your BAO win. Need to go back and watch all of this one. Without the balancing for tourney, what faction seems strongest in testing?
Well, first and foremost, thank you. Super kind. Love hearing that. This was a super cool game, so do go back and watch all of this one. Without the balancing for the tourney, which factions do this? I feel like Eldar and Grey Knights are actually my top two right now. I don't know enough about Knights, and I haven't seen anyone run them around the studio. I got my butt handed to me playing as Sisters into Necrons, so they felt super strong to me, and Sisters felt very weak. So, yeah. But Alex's Chaos Space Marines list right now, I think, has a really strong shot. There's a lot of... It's overwhelming. It's hard to say, but Eldar, I feel like are hanging out.
We were two big monsters. I think Grey Knights and Eldari could easily. No one would argue that they were probably in it to win it.
Yep.
That's kind of why we pitched. Like we kind of went against each other right from the bat. In testing, there were some very strong factions. I mean, we picked the top 8 in our opinion. So. Those would be the top 2. CSM, scary, weirdly strong. Yeah. The Alex's list.
Yeah, they said did one of the vehicles went down to just 2 possessed or something like that earlier today. That's pretty wild.
Was it like a Ghost Ark? Oh man.
Probably.
They have like 14 wounds too.
That's what I'm saying. Like 2 models taking down a vehicle in this.
Because he has a blob of Terminators too with Abaddon, and they still just kill. Yeah. So much.
They're nuts.
Okay.
Amazing, Caldorf. Thank you for that. They're all strong. Yeah. So we can go into Troy's T-Suns list. Sorry, I thought you said T-Suns, like the sub that's in list building. It is 10 or Magnus, an auto, amazing damage multiplier. 10 rubrics, all flamers and icon with Ahriman on foot.
Wow.
10 rubrics with icon, 1 sorcerer, bolt gun. And with bolt guns and Exalted Sorcerer, amazing. You're getting the 4-up invuln. Mutalist Vortex Beast. He's hitting all of them.
All right. No notes. You did it perfectly.
You're in. We have 10 Terminators. Amazing. I got the missile racks. Yep.
That's got to be the whole list then. Everything you just listed feels like 2,000 points to me. If
it's all you need.
If there's more.
But wait. There's more. Demon Prince with Athenian Scrolls. I forget what that does. I
honestly don't know. Sorry.
I think Scrolls is the second time you can do the same ritual.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I'm not forgetting. Yeah.
Well, that's dangerous.
Second ritual, same one. Could probably do a second Doom Bolt.
That's what I'm saying.
Whew. 5 rubrics, just holding the back line probably.
Of course.
Yeah, killing it. I would literally, I don't know if I would change anything. This is the list I want to take.
Honestly, I agree with you. Maybe that second brick of 10 rubrics.
Uh-huh.
Don't know how much Thangors are, but you might want a cheap unit running around.
They're like 60 points, so super cheap.
Yeah. If you drop one of those 10s down to a 5, or even just drop the 5 to, I don't know if you can get 2 units of Zangors out of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, just cheap old run around, do stuff for you. Because if you're doing the random secondaries, one of them is stand within 9 inches of the corner. Holy.
You need
You don't want to be
units.
doing that with rubrics.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. No, you're bringing up some good points. Let me add to that. I would actually drop the Demon Prince. I think Demon Princes are a little expensive for what they do. I think they give stealth in a bubble if you take the right one.
That sounds right.
But they're quite expensive for something that can be shot. It doesn't have lone operative.
Yeah.
So I would drop him, put the scroll somewhere else, and load up on Cultists. Because you're CP heavy. When they die, you can get a CP on a 2-up.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Man. I'm gonna go start building that list. I mean, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's an awesome list.
Look, I would start building that list if Adrian didn't already have a lot of those models. So I'm going to steal Adrian's army, and then maybe some of yours.
You have in the past with my blessing.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. This next one is from Miles Tag, and sorry, John, I'm going to have you go searching again.
Oh, that's okay.
Hey, Titans,
That's okay.
great game. I have a list building question I need help with. It was posted in the Titan Sisters of Battle channel a few minutes before 10 p.m.
Thank you.
Stay beautiful.
That helps a lot.
Yes.
Oh, sisters.
We got the perfect person here. Mm-hmm. And the name was Miles.
Miles.
Cool. I see Miles before 10.
A few minutes before 10.
Ooh. Ooh. It's a PDF. Okay, we got Miles' list here. It is 3 squads of 10 Battle Sisters.
Makes sense.
10-man squad, 10 sister squad of Dominion.
Yeah.
10 model squad of Sacrosants.
Okay.
2 squads of 5 Rets.
Okay.
A squad of Zephyrim.
Okay.
17 Repentia. 3 Repentia Superior. So that's probably units of something.
So Repentia Superior aren't a separate unit anymore, I don't believe.
Repentia Superior aren't a separate unit anymore.
Yeah. So
Maybe.
So it would be 5 or 10 of them, and then it would be 4. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know.
Index. But anyway,
know.
well, let's keep.
And
Sounds
then
like 3 units of Repentia.
yeah,
with
3
superiors.
units. Yeah. 6 Archoflagellants.
Okay.
2 Penitent Engines. I know you like those.
I love the Penitent Engines.
A Castigator, an Exorcist, 2 Rhinos. There's a lot of stuff in this list.
Yeah.
A Triumph.
Okay.
He still needs to build it. 4 Canoness. Is that?
4 Canonesses or
Yeah, Canonesses.
You can't take 4 Canonesses.
Right.
You could take.
Is
3
that right,
Canonesses.
Miles?
Maybe he means Crusaders.
It says Canoness times 4.
I think it's Crusaders times 4
Okay.
because you can take them in 2 or 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then a Palatine, an Imagifier, a Hospitaller, a Dogmata, and a Preacher. I didn't see 2 characters in here that are usually taken. The Celestine. No Celestine, no Morven.
Okay. And I have no problems with either of those not being included.
Listen to this guy.
Morven, if you're taking Paragons, slap them together. You
Yeah.
got yourself a stew. But there aren't Paragons in this.
Nope.
Celestine, oh man, I've been testing her out and
She doesn't hit as much as she used to, huh?
yeah, and she goes with the Zephs, and the Zephs also, once you lose that Bloody Rose attack, they're a little underwhelming. Granted, they're great for, and I've only been going to mostly a leader things. So into something like GSC or even Eldar, they're gonna pick up the Rangers or the Guardians. They're not. Nothing's picking up those Wraith Guard. But yeah, I think Bridger and I had been talking for a little while about running more mechanized with the Battle Sisters in Rhinos, specifically for those firing decks. You're getting getting your heavy and your special weapon out of it.
It's firing deck 2?
It's firing deck 2, so you can get your special weapon out of it, and you can get your heavy weapon out of it. And so you could do flamers if you're feeling flamey, or you can do Melta. Now you're gonna have a 12-inch range at that point with your Rhino. It's not great.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were thinking that's a fun way to run. Rets, I tell you what, it's a bummer to hit on force without a meaningful way to get them. Well, sorry, if you're running 3 Canonesses, assuming that, then you're probably giving. No, you can't even do that.
Because it's a heavy, it's BS4.
Yes.
You really have to stand still if you want a decent shot.
Yep.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can't give them 10, so you can't take advantage of the rule too much. Look, I don't have too many bad notes for you. It's going to be a lot of characters. That's the thing to look out for. And it is also at the same time a lot of vehicles. Yeah. And Sisters die really easy right now, unfortunately. That's what I'll say. Yeah.
You have the MSU going for you. Great, you're playing the game. But you got to watch out for the secondaries that you're giving up.
Yeah, isn't it wild how much fits in a Sisters?
That's still a lot, right?
It's a lot of stuff.
It's a lot of stuff.
It's a lot of stuff. But if I'm doing the short math in my head quick, it's giving up at least 50 on Bring It Down and Assassinate combined.
Together, at least, yeah.
Yeah. And they're getting points just for playing the game.
Yeah. Great list. We need to get more Sisters reps in as well.
We do. I need to as well.
We got to figure them out.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. This next one is from Evan Tumanello. And Evan Tumanello just says, thanks for all the quality content. Aw, thank you, Evan.
Thank you so much, Evan. We couldn't do it without you, of course, and amazing guests like Jesse.
Thanks, Evan.
Thank you. So this next one is another list. This is from Stephen Burton. And Stephen says, my Drukhari list, opinions. Archon LC, Homunculus AOP, Lilith Hesperax, 3x10 Kabalite Warriors, 5 Racks, 10 Witches, 2x6 Reavers, 5 Scourges, 2 Chronos, 2 Ravagers, 1 Talos, 2 Venoms, 2 Raiders.
Whoo! I like this, and I can see that you see that there are some winners, clear winners in the Drukhari Index. You're taking what's good. I think a lot of the Cabal stuff, big winners. A lot of the Pain engines, big winners. A lot of the staples are already here. The only critique, or an only thing I'm thinking here is, I want 15 Scourges, man. I want 15. 1 squad of 5. Maybe you're taking some Dark Lances, maybe some Blasters, Heat Lances to deal with some stuff. I want more Scourges, to take more weapons. Amazing. They're only 100 points. I like
swapping those Reavers over to some more Scourges.
Yeah, and that hurts too, because Reavers can have amazing weapons, Heat Lances on them.
Right. Yeah,
it's 1 Heat Lance. They're cheaper than Scourges, but they're also faster than Scourges. So it's a hard one. It's a hard decision, but I would favor Scourges over Reavers. I do want to fit Reavers in a list though. I like all of the Kabalite Warriors. They're amazing. You're taking all the special weapons with them now. They have 4 special weapons, so you're taking 1 of each. It's amazing. I don't know if I'm in love with the Homunculus, or even Witches for that matter, but you're getting them in, right? It's optimal. They have great enhancements. They have great stratagems. But Lilith gets fight first. I would keep the Witches for some fight first, stand on an objective defense. I like it. I see what you're doing there. I could probably do without the Racks and the Homunculus though. I would drop it for, Scourges. You don't have 3 Ravengers yet. 3 Ravengers are super cheap. 90 points for 3 Dark Lances. Heck yeah. Talos, amazing. Great guns, expensive. Chronos, 2 Chronos, just enough. Amazing Flamers. And I think it's a good list. I think Archons, you'll see that Archons are worth their weight in gold. They are the only access to reroll wounds. And it's so great on so many guns.
Do they still have Rid of the Living Muse as an option?
I don't think they have. They have one enhancement, and I forget what it's called. I think they have Vect on their data sheet.
Okay.
And the reroll wounds. and I forget what their enhancement is. It's just one pain token,
Right.
whatever it's called.
Oh, well.
The homunculus still has the anti-psyker enhancement, though,
That's awesome.
which is good. And I think it also forces a battle shock test now, which is cool.
Oh,
So it's
that
like
is
battle
nice.
shock test plus I hate all psychers.
Yeah, I will say, having played some more games, Battle Shock has some impact.
good,
And if you can force a test too, like Assault Terminators,
Can't
on the
auto
charge,
pass those.
You can't.
That's good. Amazing list, Steven. I would take a lot from this list as well.
Thank you. This next one is from Aaron Tyson. Thank you, Aaron Tyson. Hey guys, love the content. Really hoping for the Forge World indexes because I don't have support platforms, but I do have 2 Wraith Seers. Thoughts on how to, or not, attach characters in an Eldar list?
Thoughts on how to or not? Yeah, I had a few developments in my testing, right? I realized that not every character has to be attached to a unit.
Yeah.
Like, not only do you have the lone operative autarch, you have Farseers that just can be out of line of sight. Not
Yeah.
everything is going to die. You can put Eldrad in reserve like I did in
That
last
worked
game.
very well, and I
it was
still
good.
didn't kill him, even
That's
when he was in
crazy.
front of me.
Yes, there's a lot you can get away with that move in the movement phase
Yep.
of your opponents. But I attach my important stuff to units, but other things I can get cheeky with. I'm okay with hiding behind a wall and casting spells, right? Because a lot of our psychic spells are still out of line of sight casting, like Fortune.
Yeah.
Super good. And look, I can't wait for Wraith Seers as well.
Same. Such a cool model.
They better have D cannons. They're going to be so good. You know they're going to be good. I'm waiting to see their psychic ability as well. Like, what are they
great
what are
point.
they gonna get? And they're gonna they're gonna slap in combat too, and they're gonna be durable.
Yeah.
So
be
really
very
awesome. Don't forget to attach your Spirit Seer to your Wraith unit. It's amazing.
Thank you. So we did have Miles tag super chatting again with a response to their previous one with a and Miles says, "Sorry, Johns. Looking at what I have left to make list. The list start is in the Discord."
Looking at what I have left to make the list. Oh, what section?
Was there more?
Discord. What or
Probably
what
where it was the last one.
is it? Oh no.
And the last one was in the Sisters of Battle channel.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Was this the same sisters from a minute ago?
Yes.
Yes.
With the 4
yes.
canonesses?
Yeah.
Sweet.
So he's just clarifying some stuff with us. Is it the list building? Oh no. Looking at what the list the list start is in Discord. Oh, I think maybe he was just telling us because we were having trouble finding it.
Oh, okay.
And I think he
Oh,
was
yeah.
telling us that it is
Okay.
in Discord because there definitely hasn't been any new messages
Okay.
in the Sisters channel.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
but thank you, Miles.
Yeah, we found.
Great, cool list. We gotta play more Sisters.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you. Oh, we already said this one.
Go.
Okay. Here you go, Jesse. This is from Waking Dreamer 01. Great game, super close. Now, without the pressure of playing the game, can we look up the GKLR datasheet with no faction teleport assault under the abilities list? Can it teleport
Good
compared to
golly, Miss
Dread
Mama.
Knight datasheet?
All right, you know what? I have the sheet. I'm gonna walk over and get it.
Oh my goodness, chat. It didn't come up. It didn't come up.
Yeah, it didn't
But
come up.
we wanted to do it as like a troll. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Compare it to the Dread Knight sheet. Oh my goodness. I can't believe this is good. Oh no. Chat, hopefully you're having a great Saturday night or a Sunday morning.
Yeah, I mean, technically it's Sunday morning.
Oh,
for
it is. Is it really? Have we? Oh,
Yeah.
boom. Titans After Dark.
Yeah.
Boom. Is this the first past midnight stream we've ever done? I think it is.
Oh my
It's a huge moment.
Okay, gang.
Okay. Here we are. Here we are.
Chat wins this round. I'm ceding the point. So,
You got it.
I didn't even realize that was a spot you had to look on the data sheet. To be honest with
Brian, to be fair, Brian
it?
got by this as well.
Okay.
There's so many places for keywords on these cards. There's top right, there's bottom left, there's bottom right. You're looking
Yes.
everywhere.
Yeah.
So it is not something you would find by just looking at this sheet, because it's not on there.
Oh,
and
wait, really?
It's not listed as not on there either. It doesn't say faction abilities none. It just isn't there at all. So when you grab a Land Raider and you grab this sheet of paper, and this sheet of paper says that your army gets this ability.
You have to compare it to two things, one that
so
has
you have
it,
to
one
go
that
grab
doesn't.
like the Interceptors, where it does list right under core, it says teleport assault. So
Oh my goodness.
I apologize. It was completely irrelevant.
Yeah.
There were no teleporting Land Raiders in this particular match.
Chat got you.
They got
That's
me.
okay. They've been getting us all week.
Yeah. I mean, I think this whole week is like a good example of we're all learning this together. We're all getting used to the new
Exactly.
layout of things.
That's
We're not going to get everything right away. It's a learning experience.
It's literally a new edition, new
yeah.
rules. Everyone's learning it.
No teleporting around.
Look, I'm just bummed.
I know.
I would,
me too.
if I
It
was
probably
writing
means-
these
it
rules,
probably
I
means
would.
Rhinos can't. It probably means that, I don't know. Other things
I
that I care
know.
about can't. Why you gotta harsh my mellow?
Yeah.
Why-
But it never
Harshen
came
is
up.
mellow.
And you said early on, it probably won't come up. So
Didn't come up.
it didn't come up.
Wow, I want to look at the fate dice now for Eldari because there's so many data sheets.
That's a really good point. Someone
Right.
might not get the reroll.
I wonder.
either.
I've been saying how good Harlequins.
Because that reroll comes from your army roll, right? No,
My
that's your
army-
detachment roll.
It's my
If they
army
dice is your
roll.
army
It's my
roll,
army
and then the
roll.
reroll is detachment.
yes.
Okay. We
So-
solved that.
Well, thank you. So this next one is from Nevin Smith. Thank you, Nevin. Got a chance to playtest my Raven Guard in the new rules. I feel sniper weapons are the strongest they've been in many editions. How important do you rate taking out support characters will be?
I think if you can get a beat on them, amazing.
Yes.
Like how much would you love to just pick up the Spirit Seer or that the Farseer with Fortune? Amazing. It's a great tool, and it is it's very impactful if you have that tool at the right moment. But there's a lot of ways to get around it. We talked about hiding characters out of line of sight, things like that, putting them in bodyguard units, and just hiding the character behind a wall, and having the bodyguard unit kind of push up a little bit, still being in coherency, of course. But yeah, it's big stuff.
Wholeheartedly agree. There's so many. I think either you mentioned or somebody else mentioned that a lot of the support characters have fewer wounds or are less resilient than they used to be. So
And snipers 1-up damage.
yes. So to this person's point, it is. I think the entire time I've played this game, which was from the beginning of 8th till now, you were pretty much never able to snipe a character with one activation of a sniper unit. It just hasn't been a thing for the Vindicare for a little tiny bit in 8th. So you can finally do that. And so many characters are like the linchpin of whatever unit they're
Right,
in.
yeah.
Right? It's huge. But it's harder on a Grey Knight or a Custodian, but a sister support character,
Oh my goodness.
3 wounds, gone.
Yeah.
Do it.
That's like 1.5 shots right there.
Yeah, the Mind Bullets from a Librarian does 3 wounds, and it's precision if you go Hazardous. That's a GSC or a Sister's character done right there.
Yeah.
Even some of the Space Marines ones are really, really easy to take out.
Yeah, they're much easier than they were before. So
Yep.
yeah, good stuff. Yeah, I think you're spot on, Nevin.
Thank you. This next one is from Matthew. Matthew Queen. It's late. Hey Titans, looking for
Sisters.
some help with sisters. Damage seems low. Caladius, Val plus Para,
Makes sense?
2 Auto Castigators,
Makes sense?
Exorcist, 3x2 Crusaders,
Yep.
B Sisters plus Mo, HB Retributors plus Canoness plus Mo, Celestians plus Junith plus Imagi,
Magifiers,
and
yeah.
Magifiers,
Yep.
and 2 Morts.
Nice. This is a very different list than we saw before.
Really solid, honestly.
I really like Junith.
Junith's cool.
Yeah.
Junith is cool. With Sacrosanct, I assume, not Celestians. I think they dropped Celestians out of the. Well, so it's Celestian
condensed them.
Sacrosancts.
Yeah.
But there used to be just Celestians.
Yeah.
Which are just the better Polter girls. Well, the bodyguard Polter girls.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, this is this deserves some testing. Probably pretty good. Still gives a good chunk of secondaries, but better than most. I don't have anything to critique from it. That's for sure.
Yeah, know what you're getting yourself into. Val with the Paragons. How much bring it down is that? A squad of 3 Paragons and Morven Val. That's
how many secondary points? It's 12 secondary points.
It's 12 secondary points. If your opponent takes bring it down. So that's a lot of bring it down in condensed.
Well, sorry, with assassinate, because it's 4.
Oh,
it's
with
5 for Morven, and then it's 8 for. Oh, that's 13 points actually.
That makes more sense. But of course, they would take assassinate because you're sisters.
Yep.
And bring it down because the vehicles, right?
Yeah, and you're rocking 1. Oh, the Caladius is 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Wow. So that's 20
that's not
points.
that much.
20 points.
Yeah, that's.
I mean,
5.
I think you're kind of looking for 20 points when you take a static secondary,
Very,
right? Because you want 20 and 20 to make 40 out of your 2 secondaries.
Yeah.
And that's like
Bring it down,
perfect
you're
for
looking
you.
at 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and then another 12. That's 28.
That's 28. Okay.
Yeah.
It's I don't know.
At least 28.
It's like it's shaky. It's not terrible actually. You might actually
test it. Just go test it, Matt. This is as solid a sisters list as I've seen.
Yeah.
Go test it, run it, find what works, what doesn't.
Yeah. I like the immolators. The thing. Like I love that you're putting small squads of sisters in immolators. I think flamers are super good. So it's great.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
You got the mortar fires in there.
Thank you. This next one is from Christian Pritchard. Thank you, Christian. What role would the solitaire fill, and how best would you guys utilize one? Are they perhaps a roaming lawnmower that would pick things off?
I love that.
Let's make that a new unit type that people regularly say.
Yeah. I just found a new sentence. I like the solitaire. The thing is, like, you have to justify them because it's another character. It's a lone operative that is amazing at killing characters. It's almost like a Lilith with lone operative. It can go ham in one phase and just nuke something. I think it's 12 attacks in one turn, 2 damage. But lone operatives are strong, and Eldari don't have a ton of them, and you gotta take it where you can. So even doing an action, moving fast, doing an action, lone operative has its own worth.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So true.
Boom.
Thank you.
Good take.
This next one is from Matt Anderson. Thank you, Matt. Hello from Vegas. We had your streams on all day at War Room Games among everyone playing 10th today. Love your content. Very much love from Las Vegas.
Thank you so much. We love Las Vegas here. Hey, we go all the time. Mostly to play Warhammer.
Yeah, actually, only.
That's
the only reason I go to Vegas.
All right, I was trying to make us seem cool. And
fair enough. We're very hip and happening.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, thank you. And with that, that's all we have for today.
Awesome.
All right.
Yeah.
Chat, thank you for being with us today. We had an amazing time. Hopefully you did too. There's going to be some super chats that we didn't get to today, and don't worry, we're going to get to them tomorrow. We're waking up bright and early to play some games tomorrow. Do you know when we're starting?
8 a.m.
8 a.m. sharp. Oh my
8
god,
a.m.
just like today, we're starting at 8 a.m. So please stay tuned then. But other than that, we'll catch you next time on the tabletop. Bye.
Bye.